touchdown, make it a touchdown, rock 'em, sock 'em, fight, 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 fight. Go Vikings, run out the score. You hear us yell for more. V-I-K-I-N-G-S, SKOL Vikings, let's go.
I ate pizza.
Viking Nation, prepare to enter Valhalla with the most entertaining podcast of the Minnesota Vikings. And now, Odin's Den with A-Train and the Hammer.
Hey everybody, this is Chad Beebe, wide receiver for the Minnesota Vikings, and you're listening to Odin's Den with A-Train and the Hammer.
Oh, baby, we're back. Thanks for that intro, Chad, and thanks for going 0 to hero in no time flat. You alive over there, Hammer?
A-Train, how the hell are you?
You're taking quite the beating in the prediction game. I thought maybe one of these days you just wouldn't show up because you were so filled with shame.
Oh, that day might be approaching. Oh, you have 7 and I have 4 now.
Ouch.
Yikes.
Ouch. That's kind of a yikes.
I'm down by 3 with 5 games left.
If you didn't watch the game, we're obviously talking about the glorious Chad Beebe and the win that we won today. Well, that was very repetitive
That we eked
and
out.
insightful. Yes, eked is the correct word. Usually we're on the other side of kicking a field goal and not making it, but this time we were on the receiving side of the good luck. The Vikings won 28-27. Yippee, skippy, insert happy things here. But yes, welcome to Odin's Den, episode 121. This is a terrain. That's the Hammer over there. What did you do for Thanksgiving?
I ate pizza.
Did you eat some pizza? Or?
I ate some turkey.
Wow, pizza turkey? Turkey pizza?
Turkey and pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie is always solid. I got some up in my fridge right now.
Well, it was my week to, or my week. It was my year this year to do dessert for family Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, God, I hope you didn't make a pumpkin pie from scratch.
No, I bought a pumpkin pie from Perkins.
That makes sense.
And bought some ice cream. Everybody wants dessert because you can just buy stuff. For family Thanksgiving dinner this year for me, I didn't have to do any cooking, which is good for everyone.
Yeah.
How about
yeah,
you?
What'd
you do?
I did nothing. I actually sat home alone because my family members in town all stayed home, scared of the coronavirus, even though I already had it, and I'm the least threatening person to be around after having it, especially in that first 90 days. Statistics do show, but that was their choice. They cooked a bunch of sweet food and dropped it off to me.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
I still had some pumpkin pie, some stuffing, all the classic stuff,
Well, sure.
and a Cornish game hen and all that good stuff. So I did have some fine food delivered to me, which I definitely appreciate, but I was at home alone due to the coronavirus.
Well,
so
happy
thank you.
belated Thanksgiving, A-Train.
Yeah, thanks, Hammer. You too. You too. It's a funky feast right now, as PA likes to say. We'll hear from PA later when we start talking about the Panthers game. But yes, this is episode 121 of Odin's Den. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving and you're wearing your mask and staying safe from the old corona. Let's go ahead and just get into the episode here. It is November 29th. December is right around thy corner. But first things first, at the top of the docket all the time, if you've never been to the Purple Pane Forums, do yourself a favor and go pick your favorite ice cream flavor. I like to pick Troll Rocky Road.
Oh, jeez.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't troll on the forums. Funky Town did post on our last episode saying that she liked the name because I called it Purple Pains.
Oh, I saw that.
Like, oh, it hurts to lose. I'm having a purple pain in my chest.
Well, that's why they named it the Purple Pain Forums, because Viking fans are used to pain.
We go through a lot of hurt. That is correct. This game felt like hurt. It was a happy hurt off and on throughout this game, and then finally at the end was a sigh of relief. Like we just took snorted a big hydrocodone, and now we have no more pain. But yes, check out the Purple Pain Forum.
Yeah, on purplepainforums.com, they have a weekly game thread. You know, everyone's just there live reacting to the game.
Correct.
And Rain Man, I think, posted a win probability line graph, throughout the course of the game, like just a rolling as the game went on. This was the statistical chance each team had to win and everything. And it just top to bottom in the last 30 seconds, 2 minutes, what have you.
I like stats, and that's semi-interesting, but at the same time, I feel like because there's so much back and forth, I feel like that's kind of a futile effort.
Well, most
it's
games
just constantly changing.
Yeah, well, most games won't have that level of back and forth that late in a game.
True.
I mean, anytime you got a team up by 10 points with under 2 minutes left, I mean, it's going to be in the high 90 percentile for a team winning. But
right. You are correct, sir. You are correct.
The point of that is Purple Pain Forums has a lot of interesting posts.
Rambling and droning right back into purplepainforums.com.
No, it's highly intelligent discussion.
We're rambling and droning.
Yeah, we are.
We are, yes. Like usual.
Sure.
But yes, go check out purplepainforums.com with highly intelligent discussion and a couple of trolls, like Vikecycle. Shout out Vikecycle. Hope you're doing bad. No, I'm just kidding. Keep it sleazy, Vikecycle. Go ride that unicycle down the street of Wisconsin, because we know that's where you live. Go eat some cheese, buddy. Go eat some cheese. All right. There isn't even enough news to probably talk about to even play the news segment. It's probably longer than the news, as I say a lot. But let's just
let's just talk about the game.
Well, we could just talk about the injuries real quick.
Oh, all right.
I'll
Yeah,
just
go for
look
it.
at the injuries real quick. Jordan
Brailford
is non-injury related. Didn't practice all week and was out. Was he on the Corona?
Not that I heard.
Thielen was put on the Corona list before this game and did not play.
Yep.
Again, if you did not watch the game, you were not aware. He wasn't out there. Yes. Ezra Cleveland was actually out. He was replaced by Dakota Dozier.
No, he was replaced by Brett Jones.
Yep, you're right. Brett Jones, documentary on YouTube. Go check it out. There's a cool little like a 20-minute little Brett Jones doc. I actually liked it.
I still need to check that out.
I got to you get to know Brett a little bit more, and it's kind of cool to just watch it. It's well produced. It's nice and short. It's not like some long thing. Yeah, everybody go check that out. Kind of a cool little look at behind the scenes. But yeah, no. But Dozier was out there though, and yeah, we'll talk about later how he made Kirk fall backwards. That looked really stupid.
Yeah.
And I like how it was like right after they just got done talking about how Kirk was so good in the fourth quarter, then he snaps the ball, falls back behind himself by tripping on our fucking O-lineman. I was like, wow, that's serendipitous. Cleveland has an ankle injury, did not practice and was out. Afadi had a shoulder concussion, was limited, but obviously played. He was out there, correct?
He was out there.
Yes. Harry had a neck, was limited. He's fine. Samia's not injury related. He was out there, wasn't he? Well, not out there, but
I'm not sure I could check quick if he was active or not. He didn't play.
I guess he fully practiced on Friday, and he's not listed as anything else. But Irv Smith, of course, was not out there again, groin and back on the injured reserve here. Brian O'Neill has a shoulder, but he fully practiced and was out there.
Drew Samia was active. He was on the sidelines.
He just didn't play. Okay. Yeah. Yep. We'll get into our O-line again more later. God, I don't think there's literally any other real news to honestly talk about. There's a couple of little COVID list back and forths, but the only one really worth mentioning, to be honest, is Thielen going on it and not playing.
Well, Irv Smith Jr., he was inactive. That was
correct. I mentioned that.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yep. Irv Smith Jr.
Alrighty.
As far as important pieces that weren't playing, it was Ezra Cleveland, Adam Thielen, and Irv Smith Jr.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it.
That's all I can think of.
I think that's it.
Moving
Important
on.
pieces, quote unquote. Yeah, that's really about it. So let's just go ahead and get into this Panthers game. It's good to see Teddy come home. I wish you were on our team, but you weren't. But it's good to see him again. Some good camaraderie out there. I don't think we blasted him or sacked him ever.
Our D-line wasn't getting any pressure on Teddy. I mean, Cousins had a better game than Teddy did today.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still how great is it to see Teddy playing though?
Right. The fact that he bounced back from that injury at all, people are surprised because it was a pretty bad fucking injury. People thought he might lose his leg. Lord knows we've talked about that and him plenty, but it's good to see him. I didn't think he'd be playing in US Bank Stadium for another team as a starting quarterback. That sucks, but it's good to see him back in the area and active and playing and fairly healthy.
No, I
and
would
making that money, boy. I think he had a $63 million 3-year contract.
Yeah,
I saw that on the screen and I was like, damn, Teddy, get them papers.
No, it's not Kirk Cousins' money, but he's getting paid.
Well, Kirk Cousins doesn't deserve what he's getting, but that's a different topic.
Well, Cousins, I'm going to hold off on criticizing him just for one episode. He did play well today, and he got a clutch win.
Yeah, it was all him, right?
Well,
it was all Kirky, baby.
Well, Kirk, he was
I feel like he had
on...
his stat line looked all right, but I don't feel like he had his best game of the season.
Well, he did lose that fumble. He needed to do a better job protecting the ball on that fumble return.
He looked pretty bad multiple times
First
today.
Play of the third quarter.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I'd say that.
He did his job, and we won the game, but I wouldn't brag about his performance.
I thought for the most part, Cousins looked pretty good for most of the game.
You're not wrong, but it's a case probably with me where the negatives stick out harder and farther than the positives. Whether that's me trying to look for the negatives or what. But
well, no, it's not that either. I mean, you don't want to be a prisoner of the moment and all of a sudden just anoint Cousins our quarterback of the future because he let a come-from-behind win today.
I don't think him or the organization or the fans, any of them, think that he's our long-term solution. But yes.
No, but I agree with that. But I'm going to hold off on criticizing him just for one episode. He had a good game today.
What a gentleman.
So there we go.
Have faith, everybody.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
What a gentleman. What are we talking about? Oh, yeah, Teddy. Teddy coming home. It's good to see him out there. Let's move into the offense first.
Yeah, we'll go offense first. Cousins, good game. He didn't do a good job protecting the ball on that one play where they stripped him and it was brought back for a TD, but
there were 2 defensive TDs. If you had the Carolina defense in any of your things, congratulations.
Your things?
Fantasy
leagues?
DraftKings, fantasy, money on the line, no money on the line, your things.
Yeah, kind of strange Jeremy Chin brought both of the fumbles back himself.
Convenient timing? I think so.
Well, that's one guy I was wrong about going into the draft this year. I thought Jeremy Chin was going to struggle unless we drafted him. But
God, I wish we would have, looking at how he's playing.
But he's in the defensive rookie of the year discussion.
Linebacker, right?
Safety.
Safety, okay.
Now, I mean, he kind of was just the guy that picked up the fumble both plays and brought it back.
Right, closest to the ball type of scenario.
Yeah, but he is still playing well.
Right.
As a rookie, so...
Right.
Yeah, I was wrong about Jeremy Chin, it looks like. God, he looked so bad when he played against NDSU.
Wait, you were basing one game about a whole player's potential, his potential. One game?
Yeah, you got a point there.
You know better than that. You're smarter than that, Hammer.
He looked so awful the game I saw him play when the Bison played the Salukis.
Hammer was wrong about predicting how a person's going to do? No.
Surprise, motherfucker.
No. Anyway, thanks, Dokes.
I'm sometimes right.
Yeah, I mean, Abernathy's will be part of the 50.
Yeah.
You do have a lot of good... Nobody can get every take right. I would say your takes are better on average than they're trash. Like, Skip Bayless.
That doesn't take much, though.
He's entertaining, and that's about it. What did you think of our offensive line today? Oh, Kirk, let's go back to Kirk. Kirk was 34 for 45, 307 yards, 3 TDs, no picks. When you look at that stat line, I would think, what a great day. I wish he was on my fantasy team. Probably would have been an okay day for him point-wise. But watching him with my eyes, I don't feel that good about it.
That's interesting because watching the game today, I thought Cousins played pretty well.
Except for 2 or 3 plays?
Yeah, except for a couple plays. Really.
You can't win them all, I guess.
Yeah.
Can't win them all.
He definitely played better than Teddy did. I mean, Teddy started slow. That's kind of a trend with him. He did that with us too, where Teddy would start slow, the first 5 minutes of a game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you remember that playoff game in Lambeau where we had Jerick McKinnon wide open on a deep ball and Teddy just missed him by a good 2 yards.
Right.
It's just stuff like that because it was like right away in the game.
Right.
Teddy's one of those QBs that kind of he needs to have about 10 plays before he starts clicking, getting comfortable and everything. The slow start isn't really new for him.
Right. He's a general on the field.
He still looked worse this game than I've seen him look in a long time, really. Yeah, Teddy was he missed.
Maybe he was nervous coming home playing us.
That could be. I guess he never really did throw a good deep ball though either. Because I know he misfired on a deep ball where he had a guy open near our end zone,
and he seemed to have plenty of time to sit back and throw.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
more time than Kirk today.
Yeah, Kirk didn't have nearly as much time as Teddy did, and Kirk still played better. I thought so.
Yeah.
No, I mean I still think going with Teddy back then would have been the right move. But, yeah, this game, got to give it to Cousins.
Yeah. What about our O-line? How did they do with a couple of different people in there?
Not well.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Is Ezra Cleveland being out hurting us that much, do you think?
It definitely ain't fucking helping, I'll tell you
Could
that.
Could be. Oh, I know. I mean, God, because normally Garrett Bradbury's pretty good. He had a penalty on an illegal snap today. And I remember seeing a play where Dozier and Bradbury were double teaming a guy, and he still just split them, and it got pressure on Cousins anyway.
Yeah.
That's not good. Well, Dakota Dozier needs to not be a starter next year.
That would be nice. And I get that we need bodies. It's,
Well, we need another lineman, maybe two, depending on if we cut Reef.
Right.
I mean, Riley Reef, I'd say there's still a 70 to 80% chance he's gone next year. Salary cap reasons.
We'd probably only keep him around if we just wanted a warm body and he wasn't asking for much money.
Yeah, well,
like took a pay cut again type of thing.
Yeah.
He just I want to be here. Whatever. Pay me what the fuck ever. I want to stick around. Rotational bench guy. I'm not the starter. I'm fine with that. I could see that scenario maybe if he's fine with that scenario and his greedy ass agent is fine with that scenario.
If we keep Riley Reef, we need one more because we'd have Brian O'Neill, Garrett Bradbury, Ezra Cleveland, Riley Reef. There's 4. You need one more.
Right.
Now, if we cut Riley Reef, then we need 2 more.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're really good at math.
In my opinion. Well,
wow.
I try.
Wow.
I try.
That is some pretty sweet math. You must have a lot of pizza power.
I ate pizza.
Wow.
It's a little, well, actually, it's really disappointing we weren't able to run on the Carolina defense today because Carolina's defense, they're one of the worst run defenses in the league.
I mean, we had a couple good runs where Delvin had a nice hole that was open, but I feel like those plays were far and few between.
Yeah,
today.
we weren't running the ball. Delvin couldn't do much all game.
I mean, when's the last time he only ran for 61 yards?
Now, some of that might have been scheming and play calling. On both sides of the ball, pretty much this whole game, I thought the Panthers were, like, play calling wise, they were a step ahead of us the whole way.
I would not disagree. Not my favorite game of Kubiak.
Or Zimmer,
took
actually.
Me a second there. Oh.
Yeah, Kubiak or Zimmer. I actually think Joe Brady beat Zimmer more often this game, too. Along with the Phil Snow, Gary Kubiak battle.
There's a hammer hot take right there, everybody.
I don't know if it's really a hot take. I think most fans that watch the game would agree
basic
with
opinion. An observational basic opinion.
But, yeah, either way, both sides, I thought the play calling, the Panthers did a little better. They had some execution issues late in the game. Yeah, they had a receiver drop a pass that would have kept the clock ticking late and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Panthers, it was more just execution.
Right.
Which is crazy that we out-executed them late with that botched punt. Even with the botched punt, we out-executed them late.
That was a really, I mean, I know we were trying to do something new there with muffing that punt.
Well, having BB back there instead of Osborne, you mean?
What are you trying to say about BB?
Oh, I mean, I don't want him returning punts.
Oh.
I like having him as a third receiver.
It's a bold strategy back there.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
I like BB. I think we should use him more. But he proved himself, though.
Well, he redeemed
made-
himself for the muffed punt. I like BB as a receiver. I want to keep him as a third receiver, fourth receiver.
Him and BC.
Third down receiver for sure.
Sharp is really non-existent, but him and BC I think are both great potential in the long term.
I like BC. I think BB. Yeah, BB's a better third down receiver. That's kind of what the role I want for him.
Yeah.
Is third down receiver. God, who should return punts for us? Do we just bring Marcus Sherrills back at this point?
Hey, buddy, come out of retirement, will you, please? Pretty sure he's retired, isn't he?
Yeah, I think
He's
maybe
not
did
with another
retire.
team. I thought he just stopped playing.
I don't know. Do you think Zimmer and company are calling Marcus Sherrills after this week?
No.
You don't think so?
No, man.
Well, who should return punts for us then?
I
do
don't
you think?
fucking know.
I'm-
Dalvin Cook? Abdullah. Why not Abdullah?
I don't know. I'm at my wits end.
Mr. Abdul.
It's hard. I don't know why.
Amir
Maybe
Abdullah isn't
Abdullah should
fucking.
be. I don't know.
Abdullah ain't fucking doing anything else.
He's
Mike
returning
Boone? I
kicks.
don't know.
He's returning kicks. Maybe he should return punts.
I know
this
they're
point,
different. I don't want to sound like an idiot. I know those are different things. And it's a little bit of a different preparation or whatever in a way, but isn't it practically the same fucking thing?
Well, you'd think so.
I know they're different enough to where it's a different person doing the different positions.
Yeah, maybe it should be Abdullah. Who knows? I'm exasperated with all of it.
Well,
but
clearly they don't think it should be him. Otherwise, he would have been doing it by now.
I don't want Osborne returning punts. I don't want Chad Beebe returning punts. I don't want Adam Thielen returning punts.
Because you might get hurt.
I don't know. Maybe BC Johnson.
Stop racking your brain over there. You might squash the pea if you work too much harder.
Maybe
over
Mike
there.
Hughes. I mean, Mike Hughes returned. Well, he's injured, I guess. But
Yeah, if we could get some of these bird bones would come back and not get hurt. My God.
okay. Well, we spilled over
Anthony
to special
Barr.
teams. We should go back to offense.
Yes, we should go back to offense where we move the chains quite well. Actually, I mean, Delvin was 18 carries, 61 yards, average 3.4. That's probably his worst game all season stat-wise.
There might be
Practically.
a worse game in there somewhere.
Yeah, when he didn't play.
It's one of his worst games.
Yeah, and Kirk had 4 carries, 19 yards. Man, those couple times Teddy scrambled, huh? And
Yeah.
ran? Love it, man. God, I
Well-
wish we had a quarterback that did that, don't you?
Well, yeah, Cousins, to be fair, Cousins did run for 2 first downs this game. But yes, Teddy is the far superior athlete. Teddy, he made Jalen Holmes look pretty foolish on one play, I know.
Juked him right out of his socks, as the hammer would say.
Yeah,
Oh.
Teddy can run.
He's on ice skates, as they said back in the day.
Teddy always was above average athletically.
Mobile, extend the play. That one time Kirk extended the play, I was like, yeah, that was more luck than him being skill based.
Well, that was one play Kirk kind of made a mistake too, where he crossed the line of scrimmage and threw
that
it
was
and-
yeah.
and
And
then,
tried
I mean,
to kind of backpedal and toss, and he was close. In his defense, he was pretty damn close to
Well,
that line.
that doesn't matter if he had went back. Once you
Right.
cross the line of scrimmage,
Correct.
that's it.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
You're done. You're done.
Yeah, once he crossed
You
the line of
can't
scrimmage,
you can't
you just-
step up and step back and then pass. Once you cross, it's a lay down or run. Fucking pick one.
Yeah, I don't think he was consciously thinking, "Oh, I better get back behind the line of scrimmage and then throw it."
He
think
should have
was-
known he took 2 steps clearly over it, though.
Well, yeah, he did. He needs better field awareness that play to know
He
that he
needs
crossed the line of scrimmage, so he has to keep running.
Better
instead of-
awareness in general, to be honest.
instead of throwing it.
As Ronster said, if Kirk was in an apartment building and somebody was loudly walking up the stairs with steel toe boots, Kirk wouldn't hear him coming. He wouldn't hear him coming.
Yeah.
He wouldn't. I think that was almost an exact Ronster quote. Something about a loud shoes in an apartment. Kirk would never hear them coming.
Well, I mean, again, in all fairness, Kirk Cousins, he was pretty good in the pocket today, facing pressure. So
When we protected him adequately enough, yes.
yeah.
They definitely got some pressure on him though too. But yeah, he did his job. He did his job.
Boy, Justin Jefferson had a nice game. Oof.
Yes, he had a great game. He was 7 for 13. Holy shit, we targeted him a lot. 7 for 13, 70 yards, and 2 TDs. How do you like them apples? BC
I love
led
it.
though. BC led the receiving corps. He was 7 for 7
Oh wow.
with 74 yards.
I didn't realize he caught 7 passes.
Yeah.
That was a good game for BC.
Yeah.
I knew he caught that 2-point conversion.
It takes Thielen to be gone to have these other guys try to shine. And they've got the potential.
I mean, you do want the best guys on the field.
You do, but I feel like sometimes we just never give somebody a chance. And maybe I'm missing something, obviously. But
there might be some truth to that. I mean, maybe going forward, we should be rotating in guys a little more often to keep Thielen and Jefferson fresh.
Well, yeah. That's the beauty of rotation. Rudolph was in third place with 7 for 8 with 68 yards, out there contributing, doing his thing. He was pretty frustrated. That one time Kirk kind of threw to him in the back of the end zone, but it was way too high. Rudy was a little pissed about that. It looked just more like a panic throwaway dump than even an attempt at a pass to Rudy.
I couldn't
you
tell
remember what I'm
if
talking about?
Well, I remember the play you're talking about.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if Rudolph was upset that he thought he was held and it didn't get called. Like,
True.
I wasn't sure if he was upset at the refs or at Cousins.
Probably just the overall play.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know. If your take was that he was pissed at Cousins, that could be true.
Just frustrated overall that
I wouldn't be able to argue against it per se.
It was a very high throw.
Yeah.
So if he thought he could get it and the defender was holding him back, I don't even think he thought he could. I don't think any of us watching that pass to him, it wasn't even close, really. It wasn't even that close. He couldn't have gotten that even if he fucking tried and jumped his highest little jump.
Rudolph had a
So
nice
I think he
game
was
today.
frustrated with the throw.
He made a couple nice catches late, like
He
on
did.
the game-winning drive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is going to happen when you have to throw the ball more, though, too.
Correct.
Because we weren't able to hand off to Dalvin as much. Running game wasn't getting going. If you're throwing more, then you are going to have more players catching passes.
Delvin, who went down, by the way, and was out for a little while.
Yep, out for a while, came back, used him mostly as a decoy, although I think we did end up handing off to him a couple times late.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to take... I'm going to have to take the blame for Dalvin getting injured. I had him in my DraftKings lineup. So, yeah, if I put a Viking player in the DraftKings lineup when I'm playing DraftKings, that's pretty much a guarantee they're going to get hurt.
Thanks a lot, asshole.
Yeah, that's my bad. My bad this week.
What a prick.
I apologize to Viking Nation.
They probably don't accept it. But that's okay. That's okay. We can still move on. Chad Beebe was also 7 for 7, 63 yards, and 1 TD.
Yeah, a lot of those target to catch ratios are great. 7 for 7, 7 for 8, 7 for 7.
I feel like we really spread it around. Yeah, that's 2 people with 7 targets, 1 with 8, 1 with 13, and then you go to Dalvin had 4. But those top 4 are main receiver, like Rudy and our main 3 receivers.
I like that target.
It was spread around great.
Too.
I feel like it should be like that every game,
I like
not
that
just
too.
one. Thielen dominating, Jefferson dominating, and everybody else just he threw at him 3 times and he got 20 yards. Like, spread it around, man.
Yeah,
be unpredictable.
I am okay with Jefferson maybe having a couple more targets just because he's our best receiver. Like, let's give him a few more chances to try to make a play. That's
He literally almost had double everybody else. So,
but with all those players that also had 7 or 8, that's fine.
Yeah, I love seeing it spread around. But the most important was definitely Chad Beebe. He muffed a punt. He was about to cry at the sidelines. I could see it in his little eyes, his little beady BB eyes. He seemed pretty upset about that. Everybody was upset about that. What the hell happened? He did get to redeem himself, though. And if you didn't hear it or see it, here's PA making the call that helped
got the
us.
game-winning call.
Of course. Well, I don't know if I'd call that the game-winning call, but it is our last.
It was our
points
last
on
score.
the
I guess the
board.
missed field goal at the end would have been the game-winning call. Quote
Gotcha.
Unquote. You got
sucker.
me, A-Train.
All right, but here it is. If you didn't hear the PA version.
To be able to pull this thing off and to even be in this position in the first place. So let's capitalize on it. I'd love to see BB be the guy to catch this touchdown.
2 receivers left and right. Cousins, back to pass, fires to the end zone. Yes! Touchdown Vikings! Chad Beebe! Well done! Your first National Football League touchdown has made everybody forget about the muff, and it's tied the game at 27. Chad Beebe!
Wow. I mean, what else can you say? And, for BB...
I love how it's just going to be referred to as the muff.
I don't know if that's really making everyone forget about the muff.
He sure did redeem himself though. 0 to hero in no time flat, just like Hercules.
We will remember the muff.
The muff
forever.
Never forget. Never forget.
My dad said kind of the same thing. He said it a little bit different way, but when me and my dad were watching the game, my dad he on that last drive he kind of said, "BB better be the guy to catch the game-winning touchdown." That fucking punt.
Well, your dad's not taking any prisoners, is he? Holy shit!
Oh, if you muff a punt like that, you're on my dad's hit list.
Oh my God.
Hammer Senior does not take kindly to
Hammer Senior
to Viking mistakes late in games.
Yeah, and your dad is he used to be a professional contract killer, so he will come find you. He has this particular set of skills. So you better look out, boy. But yes, that did work.
And BB caught the touchdown and my dad was like, "Damn right."
It was an exciting play, man.
Yeah.
He kind of jumped and grabbed it, and then we went for 2 and got the 2. Or was that prior?
Yeah, no, that
was it.
Going for 2 was after the second Jefferson touchdown.
Yeah. Okay.
After the BB touchdown, they had that blocked extra point.
Oh,
but
you're
then
right.
they were
You're
offsides,
right.
then we re-kicked it.
I'm getting sick of stuff getting blocked, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, how about that play action fake, though, on the 2-point conversion?
Yeah, you got fooled like a mother.
Me and my dad were both watching Dalvin that play. We thought, yeah, that fooled both of us. I can't speak for you or anyone else, but...
Everybody was watching the middle and Dalvin and then going, oh, shit, he's going to throw?
Well, maybe every other person watching knew that Cousins still had the ball and saw the throw. I didn't see it till the ball was in the air. I was like, oh, he didn't hand off there?
I think that was a common theme.
Yeah.
And that's what I love to see. I hate the running up the middle. I hate the cliche predictability. Short passes, baby, they work all of the time.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Yeah,
exactly.
But I'm okay with running inside here and there as long as you got the blocking to make it work.
Yeah.
The play calling on the offense was a little predictable today, though.
A little bit. We won this game, and we lost 3 fumbles. Can you believe that?
Yeah,
3 fumbles, and we still won the game.
Interesting, we lost the turnover battle 3-1, but we still won the game. It's nuts.
Kirk fumbled and lost. Delvin fumbled and lost, which is where he got fucking hammered pretty good, and he didn't get...
That's where he
kind of limped off, yep. And then BB, of course, fumbled and lost with the muff punt. Yeah, not bad, man, not bad. We did get a pick, though, as well. Teddy did throw a beautiful pick to his old teammate, Eric Kendricks.
I love that guy.
I guess he got the jersey numbers, colors wrong. Teddy thought he was throwing to his team, but it was just a Viking player.
Well, Kendricks fooled him a little bit that play.
Fooled you.
Well, the special teams, is Marwan Malouf going to be fired this week? He has to be, right?
The special teams coach?
Yeah.
How long has he been there?
Couple, 2-3 years, I think.
Yeah, he should probably be fired.
I'm trying to think of anyone else that would end up taking the fall for...
Either that or he has so much new unmolded talent to work with, he just doesn't know how to fix them. Well, we lost a lot of motherfuckers, man. Like J-Ron was a huge special teamer.
He's going to have to go into Mike Zimmer's office and beg for his job and do it convincingly enough to not get fired.
And Zimmer's too nice. He'll probably be like, I'll give you another shot.
I don't know. Zimmer, yeah. I mean, he was chewing Malouf out on the sideline a game ago. But I guess, one low-key thing that is kind of lost in all that, this is the second game in a row we blocked a kick.
Yeah.
Because we blocked an extra point against the Cowboys, then we blocked a field goal this game that ended up being a huge play.
Want him, man. Want him.
DJ Wanham with a nice play.
He wants him. He wants him.
But at the same time, the mistakes have been happening for at least the last month, and they've far outweighed
the good. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
You are correct. Well, maybe one day our special teams will actually learn how to do something.
Happy learned how to putt. Uh-oh.
Maybe one day.
Our special teams up until, even last year for a bit was solid, at least.
Oh, I thought our special teams was great there for over the course of about 4 years. Yeah, leading up until a couple of years ago.
Precipitous that drop-off has been.
Mm-hmm.
Long snappers deactivated. We
real
had to
quick.
Deactivate the guy that we drafted just to return punts and kicks.
Yeah. Yay.
Well, I thought the KJ Osborne pick was kind of a bad pick at the time.
Head scratcher.
It ended up. I ended up being right about that one. You
Halber's hot takes.
You.
Bye.
Yeah, how about you go back and find me in that draft episode saying
the
KJ Osborne pick was a bit of a head scratcher for me, and I'm not sure why we would have taken him in the 5th round.
If you find
I
it,
was right.
If you find it, I'll grab the audio clip.
Oh, all right.
But you have to
Challenge
take the time to go find
accepted.
it. It's a lot of combing, man. It's a lot of combing through episodes.
I'll find it.
And then just getting the time marker.
It should be pretty easy to find because I'll know what episode it was, and I'll know about when it was because he was a 5th round pick.
Oh, I'm glad
so there you go.
You're so on top of everything, Halber.
Well, thank you.
We had no sacks in this game.
Yeah, no pressure.
If we want to now rotate to the defense.
Yeah, we'll switch to defense here.
There are no sacks in this game. That's not uncommon. That hasn't been super uncommon, but I felt like we started kind of clicking. But no sacks, a handful of tackles for loss. Kendricks had 2 tackles for loss. Attaboy. Gladney had 1 tackle for loss. Harry had 1, and Dantzler had 1 as well. So that's good to see. I think our D played good enough today. Question mark.
Well,
help me here. Help me. I'm drowning.
The defensive line. The no sacks thing is a little disappointing, but I was far more angry with how much they were just allowing them to run all over us. I mean, Mike Davis, he was popping off 10-yard runs a pop.
Right.
The run D I was a lot angrier with. The no sacks thing, I mean, some of that was Teddy just escaping and scrambling.
True. Very, very true.
The play calling this might have been Zimmer's worst coached game of the year. I mean, just play calling wise, that touchdown.
Hey, Davis only had 55 yards and averaged 3.7 with 15 carries. Not an impressive stat line.
Oh, wow.
So we were doing something sometimes, correct?
Yeah, maybe it's just the first half I'm remembering.
Probably.
Yeah, that stat line, that's definitely lower than I thought it was.
Selective memory over there.
But anyway, boy, how awful was the play call on that all-out blitz we called where Teddy threw that touchdown pass? Robbie Anderson was 3rd and 11 or 12?
You better write a nasty letter to Zimmer.
Where Zimmer had a defensive lineman trying to cover Robbie Anderson. Yikes. Well, I get that Zimmer has done that before every once in a while, and there might have been...
I could see, like, Hunter trying to... He's fast as hell. I could see like a edge rusher who's fast.
Like Danielle Hunter covering a running back out of the backfield or something on a zone blitz.
Danielle's quick, man.
Yeah, I would get that. There are plays Zimmer has done that before.
Yeah.
Where he maybe had like a defensive lineman covering one side of the field just because it was a crazy blitz. And there might have been some plays where we ended up getting the sack on the blitz so nobody knew or cared.
Mm-hmm.
But... wow, did Joe Brady make Zimmer pay for that play call?
Wowza.
Yeah, that was a ridiculous play call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought there on 3rd and 11 we maybe should have played coverage. Now there were a few plays here and there where Zimmer, I thought Joe Brady beat Mike Zimmer on the chalkboard.
It's happening more and more, I feel like, as Zimmer's tenure moves on. Into
maybe this year a little more than some other past years, but at the same time, there have been some games Zimmer
it's just been lights out.
Has been lights out and outcoached the other guy like crazy. So I don't know. Well, I think Joe Brady is pretty highly regarded. I mean, he's a first-year offensive coordinator, but I think the rest of the league already thinks pretty highly of him.
Any relation to Tom?
No.
Okay.
I know there are some Viking fans on the Purple Pain forums that think that Joe Brady should be our next head coach.
Interesting.
I personally would go with Robert Saleh, the defensive coordinator for the 49ers.
Okay.
But, I mean, I think you could talk me into Joe Brady.
You heard it here first. Everybody twist Hammer's arm on the purplepainforums.com.
Well, a couple people already have.
Start clacking your keys.
Most Viking fans want an offensive coach for our next head coach.
I can see wanting that change of pace for having such a defensive
most Viking
mind.
fans do want the offensive guy. I would like to go with the defensive guy because I think Robert Saleh is a lot safer bet. I think he's one of the best defensive minds in the game. But that's just me.
Amongst all of our inconsistencies, I feel like one thing we have consistently been with over the last 15, 20 years, we've had a good running back usually.
Yeah.
And we've had a good defense usually.
Delvin.
Yeah. Those are the two, kind of like we're just the opposite of the Packers. They haven't had shit for a running back, and defense is all over the place, but they've had that quarterback. They've had that good starting quarterback the last 20 years.
They have Aaron Jones the last couple years, but otherwise, yeah.
And I feel like we're the opposite. We're the revolving door with the fucking quarterbacks, but we've got that running back. We usually have a good running back, and we usually have a consistent, solid defense. Those are two things
agree.
where we put. Where
Packers
we
went from Favre right to Aaron Rodgers, and we went from AP right to Delvin.
I wouldn't mind changing that consistency to quarterback or offensive consistency.
Well, me neither.
But
yeah, let's draft a QB, and
defense is important, but I don't want to keep relying so heavily on it.
Well, yeah, I mean, the thing with Robert Saleh, that's kind of partly why I'd want him as the head coach, because I know we would draft well on the defensive side of the ball if we have him. Then as long as you just have a good offensive coordinator to work with your QB, you're set.
That's also a revolving door for us that I'd like to stop revolving.
That's a fair point.
We know Kubiak ain't going to be around for too long. He already was older with health issues and didn't even want to have a full-time job, and then did take a full-time job and was just a consultant, and now he is he ain't going to be around for 5 years with us. So
I do understand that argument also, that you can keep your offensive coach if you make him the head coach, and you wouldn't risk losing him. I got you.
Yes. Well,
back to the defense.
Yeah. Well, if you don't, do you have anything else to say about the defense overall? Because I really do not.
Well, all I've talked about so far was the defensive line. I mean, Eric Kendricks, obviously, stud.
Great game, good play.
It would have been nice to stop the run a little better. Although that one play where Mike Davis put his helmet into, I think it was DJ Wanham, and drove him back 5 yards. That wasn't really fair to Wanham. He was getting blocked. Like, he had just gotten blocked, and he was just turning his head to see that the runner was, and he was right there. And
right.
That looked worse than it really was.
He kind of just bear hugged, flew backward.
Yeah,
back.
That looked worse than it really was.
Yeah.
So it's not so much that play. But from the linebackers, Eric Wilson's solid. He's better against the pass than he is at stopping the run. He's just not the biggest guy in the world.
Right.
But Kendricks is a stud.
Our corners.
The corners, I thought,
average.
played okay.
Average.
Cameron Dantzler, it's nice to see him back out there, because I thought he looked pretty solid today from what I saw. Chris Boyd had another dumb penalty on special teams.
He had a lot of penalties today in general. I think 8 at least.
Something like that.
As a team?
They need to get Chris Boyd off the special teams unit. He had another penalty today, yet again.
Damn you, Boyd.
Yeah, Gladney keeps getting better. It looked like Gladney was covering the slot guy the whole game, and I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Dantzler is pretty much a pure outside corner, so it makes sense. Have Gladney on the inside.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Didn't really notice
sir.
Anthony Harris or Harrison Smith a whole lot,
which is not a bad thing.
Not a bad thing. They were covering the run. They were having to come up and make tackles in the running game more than anything else.
Right.
I think most teams that play us are usually targeting our corners more than our safeties.
Well, yeah.
Which is...
I would too.
In the world.
Yeah, I would too. We got these rookie corners out there. I would be too.
Chris Jones made a nice play in the end zone where he was covering his guy and he had a pass defended. I was half expecting to see Chris Jones cut after that play last week.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know how many snaps he got. I don't think he got a lot, but the 1 or 2 snaps I noticed him, he was making a good play. So
he doesn't seem like he's
not the worst corner in the league.
Right. You're new, you're a rookie, you're inexperienced, you're going to fuck up, you're going to make a mistake, but just
I don't think he's a rookie.
Him and, both of the Chris's to me don't seem like they're just absolute dog shit or they have no future potential at all. They both seem like they could improve, they could get better, they got some potential.
Well, Chris Boyd just needs to fix all the mental errors. It's just penalties with him.
Right.
If he can get his head right and get the technique down and everything, and
could be great.
start actually getting someone to tell him if you see the back of someone's jersey, you don't push it. Then
it's also easier said than done in the heat of the moment when you're
good.
running down the field as fast as you can.
Well, that's true.
Just
but,
to stop and then be like, okay, what do I do now? It's just instinct and action.
well, these are professionals, though.
Muscle
they
muscle
need to
memory.
Make sure they.
Well, you should be practicing that.
Yeah, you're practicing that.
You should be literally doing it 50 times in a fucking row until it's muscle memory to not touch the fucking.
I'm not saying that's easy. I'm not saying I could jump in and do it because God knows I couldn't. But I mean, we're talking about professionals here, and
right.
I mean, let's
put on the old Ronster sweatpants, get out and throw some touchdowns, bud. All right. Well, anything else about the defense? Or are you going to keep droning over there like a robot filled with pizza information?
I try. I can't think of anything else offhand. The defense almost blew it at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, Cousins drove down, got the go-ahead touchdown. There was still 43 seconds left for Teddy. And, I mean...
So let him walk right down to field goal range.
Yeah, we let him set up a field goal.
Thank
and they
God
had a
they
field
botched
goal
it.
At the end to win it.
Thank God they fucking botched it.
Yeah,
Jesus
we needed
Christ.
the missed field goal at the end to hold them off. So
we got it. We got it. Thank you to Odin in the sky. There's no other god but Odin. He is our Viking leader to Valhalla. All right, well, Dan the Man Bailey, with a sweet 70s mustache under his helmet, was 2 for 2 on field goals, 2 for 2 for extra points. Always good to see. I feel comfortable being no worry in that department again.
that's one area of the special teams that hasn't
Yeah.
taken a fall is the kicking.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, all right. Well, let's go ahead and look at any other important stats here. Yeah, we lost 3 fumbles. They lost nothing. They threw 1 pick. We didn't throw any.
Who won time of possession?
Time of possession was us.
Woohoo!
If the Panthers had 28-47, would have been funny if they would have got that field goal. Then they would have won, and we would have won time of possession, aka my theory winning again. But
it didn't.
Fuck that. Fuck that. I'd rather have a Vikings win anyway.
Agreed.
So the Panthers were 28-47. We were 31-13. A dyslexic's nightmare. 3-1-1-3.
Now you power through your dyslexia pretty good.
Except for when I'm looking at BC standing next to Jefferson on the field, and I'm like, 81-18. That's the same number backwards. Which one's which? Oh, God damn it. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, I don't know. It doesn't really
I think
affect
you
me.
struggled with Odenabo for a while.
Names in general, man. When it's kind of a different name like that, or it's, I don't know, vowels and O's and oo's and goos and...
Yeah, the standard words, I feel like you don't really have too much trouble reading.
No, I'm not a Mongoloid.
Well, yeah, you've kind of...
No offense to Mongoloids out there. Sorry to...
You've ended up kind of working around
Insult
your dyslexia.
Yeah, it is what it is. Penalties. Carolina 7. We had 8. Gross for both ends. Clean it up, assholes. Clean it up.
Yeah, the referees, I thought, were more or less spot on this game. I didn't see any really egregious mistakes on either side.
Teddy Bridgewater. There's these cute little insights on NFL.com.
Mm-hmm.
Cute quarterbacks who have started for the Vikings since 2000 are 0-4 in revenge starts versus Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, I
Poor
wouldn't have
Teddy.
thought that.
Poor Teddy. 0-4 in I like the stat of revenge starts.
That's kind of an odd thing because most of the Panthers' losses this year have been the defense's fault.
Right.
Because Teddy's actually having a career year.
Right.
As far as his numbers and all that. And he's playing well.
Right.
The Panther defense has been one of the worst in the NFL. This game was kind of a flip the script sort of game, though, because this loss for the Panthers today against us probably was more on Teddy than most of their other losses have been.
Well, think about it. Take away those two chin TDs. Take them away. Take them away. This game wouldn't even have been close.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even have been fucking close. But he did become the first player since 1991 to score 2 defensive TDs on 2 consecutive plays from scrimmage.
I wouldn't be surprised if this was literally Teddy's worst game of the season.
You're probably not wrong. You were probably not wrong. All right, well, we can probably wrap up that game. We're at the 50-minute mark already.
I suppose not having Christian McCaffrey probably hurt him.
Yeah, like you said, that might have been a different game and flow if they had him.
I'm kind of wondering.
They would have been gashing us a lot more for sure.
They might have won this game.
They might have been gashing us more.
Well, they almost beat us without him.
Right. It was literally the definition of a squeaker.
Oh, score prediction. You're up 7-4.
Score prediction game.
We've got the Jaguars coming up next week, right?
Baby, we've got the Jacksonville Jaguars coming up on Sunday, December 6th. It's already December. Man, it's going by quick. 12 p.m. noon Central Time on your local CBS station. Ha, you thought I was going to say Fox, didn't you? You're wrong. Week 13, Sunday, December 6th.
Okay, well,
be there or be Viking ship, rectangular, pointy.
I don't know what you're going for there.
Shut up.
My turn to go first in the score prediction.
Let's just do a quick recap of your last loss.
Oh, okay.
Recap of the week. I need to make a segment for the score prediction game. I said 26-20.
Yep.
And you said 34-17. So who got closer on that one?
Yeah, you were closer. You're up 7-4. I can still win that sub, though. I need to go on a tear starting this week, though.
Only tear you're going on is never mind. What's your score prediction?
All right, I am going to predict a Viking win over the Jaguars.
Hold on, I got to write your name here. Okay.
I'm going to say Vikings 31, Jaguars 21.
31-21.
I'll pick a 10-point win for the Vikings.
Okay.
I think the Panthers are better than the Jaguars, so I'll trust that we get some stuff cleaned up with special teams, and
we're actually going to score our average of 24 points this game. We easily average 24 points a game. Easily average that.
I think we'll get to 31. Yeah.
I mean, for a while we were only at 13 in this game, and it wasn't looking too hot. I was like, damn, we ain't even going to score 20 points. What's going on, boys? What's going on?
What's your score prediction, A-Train?
31-21. Well, I'm going to play off of yours because this is a game. It's just business. I'm trying to win that sub.
Okay.
Let me focus here. Channel my inner gambling addict.
Channeling your chi.
Channeling my inner Norm Macdonald. Yeah. Anybody who likes gambling and they're a winner. That's who I'll channel. And my chi as well. Let's see here. Maybe I could put a little Jeopardy music in the background here. R.I.P. 21-31, huh?
31-21.
31-21, huh? Same thing. I'm going to say that the Vikings put up 26 and that the Jacksonville Jags put up... Fuck. I want to be different enough from yours, not so close.
Don't worry about it. Just pick whatever you want to pick.
No, you're too close with the 20. Don't worry about it. That's how I've been winning this game, ass. I'm playing the numbers.
All right.
More than anything else. We need to be different enough, not practically have the same score within 3 points. And what's the, I don't know. I'm going to say Vikings win 26. I should say the Jags win. Vikings win 26 to Jags scoring. I think we're going to shut them down a little bit. I got to say under yours. Let's say 17.
Okay. So
26-17.
All right.
And you got 31-21.
Sounds good to me.
So I'm hoping for a little bit of a low scoring game, a little bit closer, but we're still putting up over 24 points. And you think we're going to score 30 points and they're going to score 20.
So what?
I like it. I like it.
One last thing from this game. Who gets your game ball this week, A-Train?
Game ball. Insert sweet new title here.
I would give mine to Kirk Cousins, but I don't know. I'm willing to listen to your opinion.
Oh, boy. Game ball. Boy.
Yeah, I would give it to Kirk Cousins
you're right.
for that game-winning drive.
I think you're right, because the O-line doesn't deserve it.
No.
Delvin, again, because of the O-line, didn't do anything wrong, but he doesn't necessarily deserve it.
He fumbled. He had a fumble, though, too.
You're right. The defense was adequate, but
you could make an argument for Justin Jefferson because he had a big game, had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
You could make an argument for Chad Beebe because he redeemed himself from the muff punt.
True.
But I
think I'm going to say JJ.
You're going JJ?
I don't think we've even given it to him that much this season, have we?
No, the really big game he had, we lost, like that Titans game, I think it was.
Yeah. And we were giving out a turd, and it wouldn't have been him. I don't think we've ever given it to him. I vote JJ.
Well, I'll maybe just switch to Justin Jefferson then, just so we have a unified front. I mean, I know that I've kind of been dismissive of Kirk Cousins in the past, and I like Teddy Moore and all that.
Oh, we all like Teddy Moore.
And to his credit, Cousins did have a clutch win today. Late, come from behind win.
Mm-hmm.
So my first thought was to go with Cousins, but I think in the past you've kind of just deferred to what I picked. I think you did.
Well,
that
we
last
usually
week,
try
so.
to agree, but if I can't
try to
really
agree.
think of anything else, I'll usually just go.
I know
with
last
whatever it
week
is.
I said Chris Jones, and you just kind of agreed with me because you had someone else in mind. So you know what? The official Odin's Den
my
game
mind.
ball.
I don't know what's going on in my mind, dude.
The official Odin's Den game ball for this win goes to Justin Jefferson. Then
Surprise, motherfucker.
so there
Justin,
we go.
your ball is in the mail. I'm gonna
All right.
spray paint a ball of gold from Walmart and send it to you, and you're going to be like, what the fuck is this? Somebody just tried to send me anthrax in the mail. SKOL Vikings. All right, check out. That was a great, well, I don't know if I'd call it a great win. I feel like this was a
wasn't.
squeaker that we barely earned.
We barely beat a bad team at home.
Yeah, the home doesn't really matter to me anymore without the fans, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but the Panthers absolutely should have won this game, and they misexecuted and let it slip away. So
You're right.
yeah, we barely beat a bad team. This isn't a great win, but it is a win, and we are still in the playoff hunt.
A win makes
That's
you
good.
feel great, even though it might not be a great win. Philosophy with Uncle A-Train.
It was
All
nice to see Teddy play for nostalgia's sake too.
Yeah.
Ended up being a good game to watch.
I thought they had some other Viking players over there, too.
Oh, they do. They have Stephen Weatherly, Brandon Zylstra, and real quickly, Rodney Smith, an undrafted free agent, was their running back. He's like their third string running back. Rodney Smith played for the Gophers.
Hey, how about it?
I didn't even realize he was in the NFL, but yeah, he's with the Panthers as an undrafted free agent.
Thought you were a Gopher fan, bro. Didn't even realize it. That should have been big news in your world.
Oh, you're
too busy face deep in a chessboard, filling your ears with Everlast's dribble and rap music.
Yeah, there's some truth to that.
All right. Well, today is November 29th. Be sure to check out the Jags game on CBS. Again, December 6th, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time at home at US Bank Stadium. Looking forward to the future. It's literally just the Jags, the Bucks. We go to Raymond James to the Bucks. The Bears come home. Then we go to the Saints for New Orleans. And the last game of the season is the Lions. Man, out of these last, 5 games, I see us winning. I think we could get 4 wins out of these last 5, and we need them to go to the playoffs.
Well, we should beat the Jaguars.
Yes, we should beat the Lions. So that's 2 out of 5.
In Tampa's going to be tough.
We could beat. We should beat the Bears.
Should beat the Bears, I think.
And the other 2 are going to be a could. 3 shoulds and a could.
The Saints game in New Orleans, that's a winnable game.
Oh, totally winnable. Yeah. Drew hasn't looked so hot this year, correct?
Well, not really, but he's leading the NFL in completion percentage.
Oh.
But Taysom Hill is playing right now because Drew Brees is hurt.
That used to be Teddy, but they didn't want him, I guess. Too bad for them.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, tune into that next game. Thank you for listening. This has been episode 121 of Odin's Den. It is, Black Friday is over with.
Cyber Monday tomorrow.
If you're trying to think of something to get a Vikings fan, you can always come check out odinsdenpodcast.com. Check out our Redbubble, our TeePublic store. We have stuff that is very reasonably priced all year round, let alone some deals here for Black Friday. But yes, check it out. Check us out online, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and odinsdenpodcast.com. We've got our Let's Get Cookin' t-shirt where Dalvin's running from the kitchen to the football field. Of course, walking to a bar with Anthony Barr, clotheslining a Packer and a Lion, the Kings of the North, the Zim Reapers. I'm with stupid if you just want to make fun of Wisconsin. Lord knows I like to as much as possible.
Oh, yeah, the shirt where Minnesota's pointing at Wisconsin.
Correct.
I'm with stupid.
But yeah, if you've never checked out our gear, we would love it if you did. Maybe get a nice little gift for a Viking fan in your life. But yes, And there's a lot more than just clothes, too. You could get a coffee mug. You could get a fucking blanket set. You could get a towel. You could get a face mask. You could get pretty much whatever on TeePublic and Redbubble and some of the sites that we have linked to. And if you'd like to support us as well, you can click through our Amazon link on odinsandpodcast.com. I shop all the time on Amazon. I already have 99% of my gifts bought for everybody that I want to buy gifts for from Amazon. They were all Amazon gifts. I don't buy local. I know I should support local businesses. But when it comes to shopping for some stuff like that...
Well, Amazon is building a brand new big plant up here in Fargo.
They are actually.
Actually, that is becoming more of a local.
You're right. You're technically right. It's, hey, shop local. Great. I have an Amazon across the city, and I'm going to get same-day delivery. I'm shopping local now. You're right.
It's supposed to add a ton of new jobs up here.
Oh, probably like 1,000. Probably like 1,000.
Something like that, yeah.
And we literally, like, if stuff's in that warehouse and we're ordering it, we really will get stuff
I might have to keep an eye on the truck driving jobs because I drive a truck for a living.
You should.
Amazon truck, I mean...
You should. I know you like your current gig, but it's...
I do.
If you got an open mind, if you don't want to do the same thing for a long time, you want a little variety, you could switch it up. Anyway, we don't need to talk about Hammer's career choices now.
Hammer out.
Yeah, let's go ahead and close it up here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning into us. Please leave feedback if you wouldn't mind. Check us out online. Have a good rest of your November. We will see you in December. And goodbye.
Thank you for listening to Odin's Den. Be sure to follow us on iTunes, Stitcher, and YouTube. Get all of the latest at odinsdenpodcast.com. SKOL!
I find your lack of faith disturbing.